Welcome to another episode of Let's Chai. Today we have an enterprising IT geek, sportsman, and a musician himself. Please welcome Himanshu.
Thank you, Siri.
I have known Himanshu for over a few years now. We are here to kind of like bring out the different avatars of Himanshu here. So let's start with your journey from India, Himanshu. So what brought you to the US?
Yeah, I was born and raised in New Delhi, India. I came here about 30 years ago from India. I was quite young. Before IT, I came to Canada. We studied in Canada and then eventually got into IT. And then I moved to Canada, US. Most IT people chase greener pastures. So I came to US. I worked for some small, some very large companies. Worked in IT, cybersecurity, cryptography, stuff like those for about 25 years, and then I called it quit. And I started enjoying my life. So here I am talking to you. You have been part of my enjoyment journey as well.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about all those things.
Absolutely. So before we get to that enjoyment part, now I know you are doing something on the consultancy parts of it. Like, do you want to talk about it?
Yes. So after I quit working for others, I tried a few ideas where I could be my own boss. So I got into consultancy where I have a very small staffing agency where I place specialized skilled people, especially in security space.
Very nice.
Companies such as Microsoft and others in this space. So that's that. So that gives me bread and butter. And then I am also involved in a startup. It's stealth mode, so I cannot discuss a lot about this on screen.
Hopefully, when you are ready for it, we'll do an entire episode on it.
Hopefully, if it lands somewhere, then we'll come and talk about this.
Absolutely, we would love to. So now on to the fun portions of it. So I know we first met on a cricket field years ago. It's a group which I still believe thrives purely from people who love to have fun on the field. So do you want to talk about how and where it all started?
Yes, I think this thing started about 8 years ago, if I remember correctly. And then the guy sitting behind the camera, Bharat, is the one who's responsible for this. Actually, if you remember, it used to be called a Ventura Cricket Club. So a bunch of people who used to live in Ventura housing community used to play cricket, very far from where we are right now. And then one person attracts the other person, and 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 6, and eventually we ended up with almost 200 people in that group. And these are people who love to play cricket early in the morning. Before your daily responsibilities kick in, come in morning, play cricket, go home. And so that club involved into what we now call Watermelon Cricket Club. It is an interesting story. We can go into that if there is time. But yeah, we have a lot of players that love to play cricket. I call the anti-league. This is not like the league cricket where you have to follow a fixed schedule and follow rules. This is almost like street cricket fun where people come, people play, we fight on the field, and we go back and then we have tea and samosas together. Quite fun. And it's called Watermelon Cricket Club, by the way, now. And there's a great story. So when we conducted our first tournament for this, after the team that won the tournament, we had no plan to give them anything. Somebody said we should give them some award. So we have a player, Manu Jivani. He had a watermelon in his car trunk. I think he had gone to Costco the day before. So we presented the watermelon to the winner team, and then from then on, the club became Watermelon Cricket Club.
So that kind of like shows the lightness, the lightheartedness in the entire club, and I think like you actually missed to tell the most important facet of the club itself. Like, it's a rain or shine or snow or hail, doesn't matter what happens, we still play cricket. Yes. So I think that's by far the most interesting aspect of it, and the only league which plays cricket 365 days in the Pacific Northwest weather, right?
In fact, there is a tournament going on right now. We are playing. I think this is arguably the coldest time of the year.
Absolutely.
When it rains, light drizzle, we play. If it's pouring heavy, then people are concerned about the health of their bats. But yes, we played in snow, we played in rain, we played in extreme heat. We love playing cricket, and if you are into that sort of cricket, please ping me on WhatsApp, find me somewhere on Facebook or Instagram, and we're happy to have you join. We love people who just have the passion for cricket and want to enjoy the sport like we enjoyed when we were growing up.
Like, do you want to talk about what levels of people play the game?
Oh, this is a good question. We have I could not sort of put a definition on the level.
Yep.
We have people in this who play in the top division in ARCL. ARCL
Absolutely.
is the Recreational Cricket League, which is very popular in this area. And then we have people like myself. I'm not very skilled, I would say, but so our mantra is, if you wake up in the morning and come to the ground, doesn't matter whether you're a star player or you're not, everybody gets equal action. That's our DNA. And so, we welcome people of all skills, all ages. I think the person who is the oldest in our group is 61 years old, and the youngest is 14. So that's the age variation. In fact, your son
My son plays as well.
and he's tremendous talent. He's actually part of this tournament right now. We were just discussing before that. He played yesterday, bowled an excellent over, and then batted really well. He enjoys this. He enjoys the banter, and that's a very important skill for kids to learn.
See, I mean, I think the most important part for me personally was I was pretty comfortable bringing him in when he was probably 10 or 11. I think if I remember right, that's when I first brought him there. I wanted to give him an introduction to cricket. I couldn't find a better place than this one. So he is so much into the game right now that on days when I doze off as well, like, he is up ready onto the field to play the game. So which is like, as a dad, seeing him transition from somebody who was just kind of knocking to like go play a serious tournament gives a lot of pleasure for sure. So I think most of it kind of like goes to the folks at the watermelon fields to basically like motivate him and get him to play along as well. So I think that's fantastic as a group. The culture and the friendly atmosphere that we have built is amazing. So IT is one, so cricket is the other. And tell me about your third facet of.
I knew you were going to get into this. So I am also an aspiring DJ. Some of you may have been to my events, my shows, or in private parties. So I love music, percussions. I know your son plays mridang as well.
Exactly.
And so that got me into, hey, I love to basically get people energized, whether it's cricket or IT or anything. DJ gives me that opportunity where if I can play some music and people dance, that's very satisfying for me. So I don't do this for money. I just do this because I love music. I love to see people enjoy the music that I bring to them. There are a lot of DJs in this space. I'm one of them. If you've been to any of my events, hopefully you have good things to say about me. But yeah, I enjoy music, and I specialize in Bollywood music primarily, but I also do understand a lot of Telugu music, by the way. I don't speak the language. Telugu and Tamil, like, some of the beats in those songs.
Do you want to talk about your DJ handle and kind of like explain to us what it actually means?
Yes, that question was coming in. So my DJ handle is DJ Ruseya Fufad. We can put those in the comments in the video.
Absolutely.
So I'm in my friend circle, and I think you know this, I sometimes have very short temper. My fuse is very short. So I get angry very fast. So people used to call me Fufad. So Fufad is a North Indian, it's not an insult or a curse word. It's basically, you call someone Fufad. Actually, it's a relationship. Fufad is your dad's sister's husband.
Oh, okay.
That's what this relationship is, like Chacha or Tai.
Mama.
So Fufad, Mama. So Fufad is your dad's sister's or your bua's husband. And that character in most North Indian, and I think most Indian families, is the one who is always on the edge. They always want to be pleased, and they get angry fast, traditionally from what I've seen. So my friends used to call me that, like, hey, you are a Ruseya Fufad, you always get angry on small things. So I turned that around, said, okay, I'm going to use that as my DJ handle. And so it picked up. People sort of associate people have a lot of stories around the fufa of the house, so it picked up. And nowadays, I get a lot of private events just because of my DJ handle. They don't care about what music I bring. They just want me to bring my banner to the party and say, yeah, we have a fufad in the wedding party. Wedding is complete. So yes, that's
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, a cricketer, an entrepreneur, a musician. So, I know there is another facet of you as well, which kind of roams on the roads. Unlike many of the people here, we grew up in a country where motorcycles are pretty common. So, tell me about that part of your.
Yes. Few years ago, my wife allowed me to have a motorcycle. I think most of us have that restriction that because motorcycle traditionally is considered a risky vehicle. So my wife allowed me to have a motorcycle. So I have an Indian Scout 60. It's a cruiser. I drive it. I ride it slow, but I enjoy, and that's why I have the mustache as well in the summer months. When the wind goes through this, that feeling is indescribable.
Absolutely.
And I know you have a Harley as well.
Absolutely.
We've gone on a few rides together. Bharat has a similar motorcycle. The guy behind the camera, he recently posted that photo as well. But yeah, summer months I ride but I am a very safe rider. I don't do any acrobatics on the motorcycle. I just enjoy the wind, enjoy the freedom. I actually enjoy this more than driving a car. To be honest.
Absolutely. I think like as men, especially from coming from India, I think that's the most thing that we grew up with. So riding car was pretty uncommon back there. So it's like we all grew up with bikes. Awesome. So I think one point that you briefly touched upon that I want to kind of dwell a little further is your percussionist side of it. So I know you play in many events around the city and stuff. So do you want to talk a little bit about how pretty much the percussion part of it is part and parcel of the North Indian both religion and the festive moods of it?
Right. Yeah, I grew up as a table master. I don't know how many people know what a table master is. Table master is someone who plays percussions on a table, coffee table or a dining table, and you have a lot of freedom with your fingers. So that's how I got engaged into percussions. And I learned to play dhol. Dhol is a North Indian or a Punjabi musical instrument. You play with two sticks. I think most people know. And nobody taught me. It's self-taught, and I play that. And I thank my family for being, for their tolerance. For so when you're learning, it could be very annoying. But yes, I picked up that instrument. In fact, I can pretty much play any percussion instrument, at least the basics. Because
nice.
you play in your head and then you just tell your hands to repeat
to drive it.
Drive it. But dhol is something that I'm more expert in, and I play that in a lot of my events itself. I just pick up the dhol and I play, and I love the sound. That instrument, you don't need a mic. The instrument is so loud, and it gets the energy out of you, and I love playing it, and people enjoy listening to me playing dhol.
So where all have you played in and around Seattle?
I don't do a lot of public events. Recently, I started doing just a few days ago, I did a Christmas party at Sam's Tavern. But I do mostly private parties. People ask me to come do their milestone, like wedding anniversary, weddings or birthdays. And they ask me to bring a dhol. I bring the dhol and then bring the energy on the floor.
So that kind of like shows... I don't think I've seen many people around here, especially on the winter months, bring out the energy that you actually have. So
thank you.
It's an honor to have known you. It's always a pleasure to be around with you. So that's Himanshu for you.
And I want to say, Shri, we go back many years. I look at you as my younger brother. I have seen your kids grow from this tall to now where they can drive to the cricket field. Looking forward to many more years of friendship, and good luck to you, and to thank you for bringing me to this stage and then giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. Thanks to all our viewers here. So that's the wrap of Chai with us. That's Himanshu. Thank you.